No, I don't think I always wanted to be a composer. I started to take piano lessons when I was 6 years old. Instead of learning how to read, I enjoyed inventing my own songs. So there, I guess I had tendencies to want to become a composer. After playing the piano for a couple of years, I started to take voice lessons instead, and I continued as a singer. And I believe slowly I started to compose and create my own compositions, and I think that went hand in hand together with my singing. Ultimately, I wanted to create music for myself, for my own potential as a singer, for my own timbre, for my own needs and necessities, and now more than ever. It has just been increasing throughout my career and my life. So now those two art forms are walking hand in hand. Oh, my biggest influences and inspirations has been Stravinsky, Hans Werner Henze, and Charles Mingus, plus Thelonious Monk, Kurt Weill as well. Yeah, but the biggest influence, biggest inspiration is without doubt Stravinsky, because of his way of using different patterns. I can very much relate to that and understand his creations. Feels close to my own way of looking upon music. So yes, but then I have other influences that's not just musical influences. I have painters as well, because I tend to see composition in a visual manner. I can understand it better as opposed to the math in arranging class. It was difficult for me to understand the methods they used. I can play around with techniques and broader and bigger spectrum, almost how you do it when you paint. And therefore, I like to listen to music that has clear patterns against each other. So some of the bigger challenges being a composer for me, probably explaining what type of music I do. People are very, very interested in hearing a clear response to that, which I seldom can give them. That has been and continue to be a challenge. Another challenge is finding the right venues and the right collaborators, which is it is challenging, because you can't just have anything or anybody accompany you. You really have to find the right collaborators when it is about your own music. We all know that. So that has been a challenge, and also I don't always please everybody. That has always been a challenge. People have strong reactions to the type of music I compose. Either they really love it or they don't like it at all. And that's a feeling that you have to get used to. I of course like when people like what I do, and I could try to make music that everyone likes. That would be a nice and comforting feeling, I suppose, but it's just against my nature. I simply cannot fake it. So my way of composing, well, to begin with, I usually work on several tunes, pieces at the same time, because I think one gives inspiration to the other, and so on. So I used to flip in between them. The best thing is if they have different energies. One is has one type of energy and time feel, another one is slower, and the other one is really intense. And lately I've been liking to use a lot of contrast. something that's very, very quiet and just bursts into something very wild with crazy time feels. Sometimes I like to put those two energies on top of each other. Sometimes three different patterns or energies on top of each other. I like big contrasts in my music. I like fixed themes and written out passages at the same time as I like a lot of freedom, because I come from jazz. So lately I've been writing a lot of music that has a dynamic rubato section. For example, I just ask someone to play the chord, just throw it out there and lie on it, and then I work around it, singing around it, but I do it in a very explosive and dynamic way. And then you just leave space, you stop, and you continue again. It's almost like someone is following you, accompanying you on the piano or another instrument. But it's accompanying your conversation. We're talking. Because when I talk now, imagine someone who would follow me with a piano. So you would just put stuff here, put stuff there. I try to make music that is really transcribed from my own rhythm, from my own way of talking, because nobody would talk in 4/4 rhythm. And a lot of music is written in 4/4, and it's totally anti-natural, because we speak in different time fields all the time. That fascinates me. So new projects. I have an upcoming collaboration together with a pianist in Holland in June. It's a recording of some jazz cabaret covers with electronics. And then I also have another upcoming collaboration with guitar player, composer in New York. We're going to work together and make some new original material that we have composed. I think Nadia Boulanger, the teacher. I would like to invite Björk, the singer. Also my paternal grandmother, who I never met. Tanya Tagak, wild. And also myself as a 13-year-old. Yeah, that sounds like a nice, interesting combination of people. I'd like to say, think of who you are composing for, both as musicians and as people. Express yourself and make sure that you like the people that you compose for and that they like you. It's always helpful. Because initially, a lot of music is not always about music. It's about many other things that makes the music be what it is eventually. And these factors are, at least for me, it's a very human factor.
It's a rare kind of taste that I have for you. Ugly, beautiful, like a stone can change your color. Ugly, beautiful, yes it is a required kind of taste. Ugly, beautiful, strange to me. It's a rare kind